tonight is this really is a forum, and we encourage anyone that wants to get up and talk and share your stories, share your thoughts. By all means, just raise your hand, say you'd like to say something. That'd be great. I thought of some things that I want to address with the experts and people in the audience about bullying. And one thing that I want to bring up first, just as I think a good idea that could be needed not only in Long Beach but forever, and for all the schools around the country even, is I think it's a really good idea that schools should adopt a mentoring program. That if a young child at a school is being bullied, assigning that child an older mentor, someone to look out for him or her, would be a very positive step to work with that child. And Andy, your thoughts on that?
Well, I think the main thing that you don't want someone who is being bullied, and I think we understand here that what bullying is about, it's peer-to-peer, it's a power imbalance. It's someone that's either physically stronger than someone else or has a level of popularity where they have power over that other person, and it can make them feel very isolated, very small, very helpless, and very hopeless. And so I think any kind of connection, and certainly a formal mentoring program that's aimed in this direction, would be something that would help to reduce that isolation, create a sense of connection, which is what someone who is isolated and hopeless might feel, and to just feel connected and attached. So I think it's a great idea.
Steve, you want to comment on the mentoring aspect?
I agree. I certainly do believe mentoring is one direction that would help someone who feels down, who feels they have nowhere to go or no one to talk to. If they do connect, which we certainly hope, to the mentor, it would make them understand that today could be me, it could be anybody here. We all can have a bad day, but good days will come. And that's what we have to get through to somebody, especially that has anxiety, that's depressed, and that's gotten to a point where they have nowhere to go. And a mentor, maybe they, as Alina's a spectacular singer, there's always something that you can find within yourself that people will appreciate. And I think that's what we need to bring out, and to let them know they're special in their own way. And certainly mentoring may be one step forward.
Would anybody like to add something about mentoring program, about having an older kid reaching out to a younger kid? Anyone want to reach out, say something? Thomasina, I know. You want to say? Let's go Thomasina.
We, bunch of parents from Island Park in Long Beach right now. We're working on a program that we're trying to implement in the schools to prevent students from having to go through this again. And Julie, I want to say I'm so sorry. I didn't know your son. I know other kids that did, and I heard so many great things about him. And he kind of inspired us to start this program. And when you're ready, we'll talk about it. Maybe something you could help us with as well. We're trying to implement a program where students don't have to go through this. The mentoring program is a great start, but what needs to be done is more. I'll share a little bit about my story. I was bullied as a child. I was in 7th grade. I was bullied by a girl that was very popular in the 8th grade, and it got to the point where there was no social media at that time. So all the students in the schools wrote in this book. It was called the Slam Book, and my name was all over the book, and everybody was writing about me, saying how much they hated me, all the things that they thought about me, and posting things on my locker, throwing things at me in the lunchroom. It was bad. And I got to go home at the end of the day and escape all that. Kids today don't have that. They don't get to go home and escape that. They go home, they go online, it's on social media, it's on They do their homework online. It's there. Everything is there. It's not just in the schoolroom, in the schoolhouse anymore. It's now following them home. There's no escape from it. So what we're trying to do is create programs where kids can escape that in a sense where they have friends. Not so much friends, but I guess mentors and people that they can go to that are going to be there for them and kind of demoralize the sense of being a bully. We're trying to create a program with the students that make them upstanders, not bystanders. And if they see something, say something. And make it something that spreads and makes them proud to do it. Instead of like being with the bully, standing next to the bully and picking on the students that are being bullied alongside the bully. Have it that's not something that's cool anymore. Have it more that the kids are gonna say, oh, well, why are you bullying him? What is it that why don't you like him? Or what's wrong with you that you feel that you have to pick on somebody like that? We want to just try and be there for both parents and students. It's not just going to be a one-sided thing where it's the students. We want to help parents as well, because a lot of parents don't understand what to do with the situation. So we're working with other people, trying to get them involved and educate the parents on the social media aspect, and also just being supportive. We're not trying to be vigilantes or go after other kids, because 9 times out of 10 the kid that's bullying also has their own issues, and usually that's why the kid is bullying somebody. Not that it makes it right or wrong, it's just there's usually an underlying issue on both sides that creates that. So that's what we want to do as a community, and get all the schools involved. And right now I believe the Island Park School District is on board with us, and they're going to support us with what I presented to them at the PTA meeting on Thursday night. And it's something that needs to be done. A lot of the times the schools look at the situations that it's not in their backyard, because it doesn't just happen in the school. It's happening more online and in social media and chat groups and stuff like that, where the school can't take responsibility because it's not happening on their grounds. And that's what we're trying to change as well. We want to make a change where it's an overhaul of everything. The thinking, the mindset, and spread compassion. Kind of like paying it forward, but like 10 times greater than that. Getting all the students involved and making it something that's cool, not just something that they is talked about. They're going to be about it. And I don't know, Jamie, you want to say more? I feel like I'm going in circles. Yeah.